Okay, it looks very good now. Hello everyone. So the matchup is Hunter Swarm versus Bovoric's Burn. So Hunter Swarm is a new. This version is a new deck by Sebi, which is Seshu Soma Sama, who won the last classic tourney, and he uses a lot of allies with the class Hunter, and then he uses Hammett Nessing way or Hammett Nessing where each can be used as a resource, and he uses that resource to swarm even more or to use quests, and then ultimately use viewless wings, where every ally gets assault for every other ally. He uses that to deal enough damage, while Warwick's Burn is a burn deck with some draw and uses his graveyard as a resource. We're gonna see that quickly. Who's gonna start? I haven't checked. Sebi will start first. So his key will be to hopefully evade the area of effect spells that Warwick's can trigger. And he will use Retainer Marcus and Naisha for that. Right, there's a poach. There are two Naishas. A Fang, a Grumble, not the best hand to be honest. I think getting Grumble here is the best bet. Although Fang can do a lot of damage, the question is what his hand is, but Grumble, yeah, he takes Grumble. Grumble is a hunter and can accelerate him. He can still use his quest for free basically now with Swift Night Saber. I'm guessing he only uses that to reduce the... If you do... it can't attack. Oh, yeah, you could use your hero twice as a resource. That's okay. And we haven't seen much from Warwick yet. We have seen a rather weak hand from Sebi. So I guess he will play the Fang anyway. No, Anisha. Let's see what he picks. Poison the Well, probably. Seal Fate. Alright. Why does he reveal the hand to all? This gives now a chance for the second poach to be used to grab the Fang. On the other hand, yeah, he keeps his quests alive, so if he finds a Hammett, that he can instantly use it and not have a risk of having it discarded. As we have seen, the hand of Warwick's doesn't do a lot at the moment, so it will be interesting how he gets out of it. He's already giving up in his mind. I don't think that's already over. The hand of Hammett of Shy is a bit slow, and there might be enough for an overkill. So why would he go Naisha here? Maybe he doesn't realize that she has the unique keyword, or rather that she can't be used twice. Gonna check with Ben. Alright, so now it will be interesting. I guess now the quests will be used. No, did he top deck Hammett? Oh my god, he top decked. Right, that's amazing. For 2 there is Fang now. Alright, so Hammett is really good, but there is quite a chance that he is able to get it. with the death blow we've seen from hand. Another one. That's annoying. Let's see if he hits again. Will he hit again? That was the top deck of the century, to be honest. No hit. So the damage usually of the deck only starts to pile up with viewless wings, and he doesn't seem to have the draw at the moment support that. Maybe if his Hero's Burden hits a track, then it will work, but otherwise, oh, there's 2 damage. So there's a Hammett on hand and 1 on field. But you know, Poison the Well would kill 3 units already. That'd be already amazing. And he runs 3 in main and 1 inside. So just if he has a superb top deck like Death Blow on hero, so he tries to fill for his overkill, I guess. So my guess is that he will now just pass his turn and use the 3 resources to flip his hero. No? There is a Crimson Tempest. Oh my god, that's so good. 4 damage on the whole board. And there is... That is really... Okay, what does he get? A Groomduck, that's a lot of damage. Probably better than Mikhail here. And it's Mikhail is 2 damage right away. No, it's not. It's it's Groomduck anyway. That was a good turn. So 4 damage into his face. No, he didn't take the damage. Okay, so I hope they still realize it at some point that the hero should take 4 damage. Yeah, he does. Good. And the next Hammett, I guess. Yes. And for 2, there is... We didn't know what he have. Oh, there's another Nasha. Let's see, is he still... Again, Seal Fate. Okay, he didn't have a Seal Fate, so... But now the risk of a swarm is greatly reduced. Slay the Feeble for 3. He needs to flip first. Well, he could chain. I guess he will flip and slay the Feeble. Yeah, get rid of Hammett right away. That's very good for him. And I think this could go to him easily, as definitely Sebi needs some refill. He needs quests because Nasha doesn't do the damage, and single minions into viewless wings is not enough. So he probably kept an overkill, I guess, but it's not worth anything here. He maybe needs a Boundless Agony or a Broderick to start doing damage. Otherwise, he still has some time. A Surge of Adrenaline would be amazing. Obfuscate. So he will attack for 3 damage. It's not enough for Nasha. Another poach, okay. Get the Groomduck, which you knew he had. Oh, he has Defias Brotherhood. Okay, of course he wants to deal with that because yeah, I don't know what he's complaining. Even if his hand is not so good, it's still going not too bad. So that's 3 damage. Still needs to be a plan. He probably needs some card draw. What could he think about? A last poach doesn't make any sense, and a gouge doesn't make any sense. He can't play a Seal Fate. I guess he has a Death Blow in hand. Oh, there's the Hero's Burden. And looking for a hunt. Hunter, of course. Oh, there's the next Hammett, but I guess he will take the Pet Collector here. I think he should take the Pet Collector. Because the reason is that the Pet Collector gives you 2 minions. Yes, and then the Defias Brotherhood is nearer. I'm not sure if he wants to play it out or just keep on hand. Both is equally risky. There's no finishing move in the graveyard of Nextlevelplays, so there's no discard danger from an overkill. But I think he will. He plays it anyway. I guess a Boomer. What else does he have in deck? A Fang. Okay, I guess a Fang is a bit more damage. So if now is a possibility for him. Let's see what he draws. Will he use a Death Blow here? No. Did he hit the quest finally or not? He did. Oh, he had one before, right? He had another Forces. I think the Forces is not a good... And here is the chance. Okay, so he drew another ally and he can play out and redraw. That's very good for him. So Fang and something else. Now you need to react in response. Shoot the Pet Collector in response to stop the... Okay, well, he uses this to draw a card with Forces. Okay, he had no Death Blow then. But you actually could have either shoot now the Pet Collector so a Fang goes down, or do it before. No, before was the best. When he's playing Fang, you would shoot the Pet Collector with a Death Blow, so he can't trigger his Defias Brotherhood and you get rid of a Fang. That would have been amazing. Right, and if he has now Surge of Adrenaline, and I think he has. Oh, Poison the Well. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. He will still get 2 cards. That was beautiful. Still at the moment, Vorix has no win con at the moment. He didn't draw any Boundless Agony or at Broderick or Search to draw into cards. Obfuscate, another 3 damage. I think it's... We all know Overkill is probably his hand. But he needs a Surge of Adrenaline. Oh, for 5, Bueller's Wings. Okay. Did he draw? Oh, a Broderick. A Broderick is good. It's not definitely what he wants the most, but this is finally some consistent damage. He definitely needed that. But what he really would like is a Seal Fate or a Surge of Adrenaline now. I guess a Surge of Adrenaline would be the best card here. And think if you have another Nature, you need to block Surge of Adrenaline. Okay, Boomer is good. Bye bye, Broderick. I guess he's still overkill, but it's no finishing move, so he needs a Surge. A Surge would be probably perfect. Now, obviously, a second Crimson would be also good. I guess he will now say overkill. No, Seal Fate still. I think in that case, Seal Fate doesn't even do too much. I mean, obviously, with 2 cards in hand, if you hit the one he does have, if he drew now a Seal Fate, that would be perfect for him. But otherwise, I'm not sure that Seal Fate is now the right card to play, to block. So already he's 1 to 4th Nature. Wow. 1. Why wouldn't he attack? It's still 1 damage. Four Nations is evil. Retainer. Okay, we will see overkill, I'm pretty sure. No, Burgle. Ah, that's why he put in the mana. Okay. Burgle doesn't do a lot anyway. He still has the same issues. He has nothing. And now with Viewless Wings, there's a lot of damage incoming, which is a problem for him. And the top decking of overkill doesn't help, so a Surge top deck into... yeah, an overkill helps, because it kills the Retainer and it kills the Viewless Wing. Ah, that's not an easy game. The Warwick's just doesn't have anything at the moment. Ooh, 2-track from beyond. Well, at some point you're gonna hit them. 4 Nations are amazing. I don't like Burgle too much. Although obviously if you could Burgle this whole board, it would be... Would it be GG? Pretty much. You can instantly win here if you hit it, but the reason that he needs it is that he doesn't have any card draw. And no mill, he didn't hit any mill. That's a bit annoying for him, but that's how the game goes. So if he has, I think he could, if he has 3 units, then each unit would get +6, 9, 7, I think that one, 9, 7, 16. Oh, right, this could be GG here. If he has another Gromdak, it's GG for sure. Okay, Retainer. Okay, so he's 10 plus 6, 16 plus 8, 24. Yeah, it's enough. It's GG. So game 1 goes to Sebi. Alright, so he has another chance to do something. He needs to break him at least once, but that's if you lose the dice roll, you have to break your opponent. Remerse Uno card Yogimoto. Yeah, kinda. But that's a bit of the problem with this Warwick's deck, is what you need is Seal Fate or Warmold Champion to fill your grave. And if you can't fill your grave, then there's not a lot that your hand does. And then again, to draw cards, you need to draw the quest or Search of Adrenaline. And if you don't draw either, if you play it more as a control version, then you don't have so many throwaway cards. But in this burn version, like Slay the Feeble, I don't know why he plays Obfuscate, but Obfuscate also, those are kind of throwaway cards. You don't even need to, you just do some damage with them, and then they're here to fuel something. But if you never draw something afterwards where you can use that fuel, it's just your hand goes down without doing a lot. And if you play more control oriented, you would not have to rely on that. So let's see if his hand is better. It's too bad we haven't seen the mulligan before, but this time he does not mulligan, so I guess he has a good hard hand. This means we see a quest. And also Warwick's is not running Carnage. Could be a mistake. But did they side? Yeah, oh, no quest. But a Seal Fate. Alright. So Seal Fate fills his grave with 5 cards. The cool thing is that it's part of the cost. So even if you play against Mage and it gets countered, he only counters the damage. The damage is nice, but like a first turn or an early Seal Fate is only here to fill your grave. Oh my god. Ha ha ha! That is horrible. Well, at least he hit 2 combos, but 3 quests is like nothing. You want to hit as many abilities as you want, as you can. And then Broderick is also superb. This is rather bad hit. The Death Blow is very good, and Obfuscate is okay because Obfuscate is not a card you want to draw, so really good. 2 damage, okay. No quests. He kept the hand with no quests, so alright, what do we see? So track is free. Swift Knights, say, oh well, Fang or Groomduck, I guess. I think I'd go for the Fang. Yeah, he does too. Kind of messes with the curse. And you don't want to let him draw from Defiance Brotherhood. I wonder why you would keep a hand with no quests just for Seal Fate and Poach. Doesn't seem enough to me. If you have Seal Fate, Poach and Search of Adrenaline, it's okay. But if he doesn't have Search of Adrenaline, he should have never kept that. Alright. Ranged. Does he have something for... Oh, he wants a Retainer. Yeah. Well, he hits a Grumble. And the track. Ooh, track is very good in that case. But the track in hand is really bad. It's like a mostly useless card. The Grumble is really good. Oh, but you can discard it with Grumble now. Its most warp cards are kinda overpriced then. And lose your tempo. I mean, track paying 3 to lose tempo usually doesn't sound like a very good plan unless you have played out everything and then winning anyway, and then it kinda is a win more card. So if he doesn't have the Retainer now, I think he doesn't do a lot this turn. If he has the Retainer, and he has it right. Oh, of course. Good. Let's see what he finds. I think he needs to stop the Crimson. But he has a death blow anyway, which he will use. But his hand is not that great. I think this hand is not good enough to keep it. Next turn there will be a Defias Brotherhood. Oh, Wormhole. Okay, at least that. That's good. I think you should have death blown here. You could still do it, right? You remove Thought, and then you can remove Seal Fate, Poach, Obfuscate. Nah, it's a bit too expensive then. Okay, so what you do is he plays Defias Brotherhood. Then he will play a unit, and then you nuke the unit. I think. Otherwise, he has too many cards anyway. I think it doesn't matter so much, but still, you don't want to give him 2 more cards. Yeah, I'm still not convinced that you should have kept this hand. So now you need to nuke something. No? Okay, so he draws just 2 cards. I think that's a mistake. Because you could easily nuke Retainer here and then next turn do Crimson and you're fine. So he just values the hero flip a lot. Yeah, and now you need to... No, he will block. He will probably block Overkill, but he could block Death Blow here. Oh, he does a double Crimson. Oh, that's smart. If he draws a Poison, well, I'm not sure if the flip is the right thing. I think the draw would have been better here. You're not, unless you have a plan how to do the AoE. So next turn there could be a Viewless Wing. That would be the worst case scenario. Anything else I think is okay. Because he can play an... Alanisha is also not okay. He could play an Overkill for 2. That does 3 damage. It's not enough for the board. Yeah, this hand, keeping this hand, that seems like really risky. I don't like keeping those kind of hands. With this deck, the problem is the deck, if it has no draw as he has now, it quickly dissipates itself. It has also, you know, if you have no mill, you can still do something with your card. If you draw new cards, your inventioner will draw into mill. Right, so... Well, he hopes he has no Viewless Wings and no Nasha. Both is basic. Viewless Wings is instead already GG, 5 units. 5, 10, 7, 17, 6, 23 damage. Yeah, Viewless Wings is GG. Well, we know he has a Gouge on hand, so it's not quite GG. And he has still the Death Blow, so it's definitely not GG, but... Yeah, there's the Viewless Wings. So now you need to hit with Death Blow. Hit something with Death Blow. Probably the Alpine Foxling. Because you're going to do Overkill next turn. And then you have also a third finishing move. Now you need to gouge, otherwise it's too much damage. Now you need to death blow. Yeah. Yeah, that is correct play. Still no Broderick Grave. Now, still his best draw is probably 1, 2. Oh, well, he will do an overkill now. And he can keep the Crimson. Yeah, he can keep the Crimson. Unless he has a surge of adrenaline. But he could keep the Crimson to prevent the refill. There is a chance here. Keep the Crimson. I don't know what his third card is. So now there's the overkill for sure. That is. And with 3 removed, there is also quite some hand destruction. That's why I wonder why he triggered twice Crimson when he knew there was an overkill. I got another Grumble. Okay. But at least the board is now gone, and Viewless Wings is gone, and 3 cards from hand are gone. And with 5 resources, he can easily, if he does a big swarm, he can easily Crimson it down. There's not a lot to swarm though if he has to discard 3 cards. And 15 life is still enough. Alright, let's see what happens. Still, without any card draw, he is pretty much toast. Why does he have 2 less? Oh well, they have to clear that. Oh, he's right. Yeah. He is right. But it's actually kind of weird timing they do here, but that's probably okay if you're not in voice chat. It kind of, you just click and attack with everything, and actually the player would react. So what? He discarded a card too much, but that was because he just takes 4 damage because of Warwick's, because of the +1, but he just removed 3, so he doesn't. I don't want to interfere here. So he didn't take the 4 damage. Groomdog, yeah, 5 damage. Right, if you can do it like this, maybe you even win just from the top decks. Okay. Poach, oh well. Do you find something? Oh, Nasha. But you need to kill the Groomdog. Otherwise you're dead in 2 or 3 turns. That quest, if you hit though, it's not GG, but how many Groomdogs did you use? Well, there's a reasonable chance you could do it, but again, he needs to have a draw, otherwise it doesn't matter. That's very good here. And Warwick also needs some top decks like this. Why would you use this first and not this? Because now you need to hit the Groom Duck. And you didn't. Oh, you can use the card, put the revealed ally of the class in. Oh. I didn't read the card enough. Yeah, probably it's better than this way. I didn't know that he could take a quest. There's a retainer. And it's the how many? That's the third of those, right? And the fourth is down here somewhere, I guess. Again, this game is probably decided by card draw, but Warwick willingly decided to not raise. Okay, raise is trash here. Warwick willingly decided to keep a hand without any way of hand draw, card draw. Yeah, he put it back into his hand. Okay, now we know it's a race. And what will be next? I think a Surge of Adrenaline into a quest would be like the best draw that Nextlevelplays has, and one of the few ways he can get out of this. Oh, another 5 damage. No, there is no way out now. Okay, he gives up. So that was a pretty destruction. The game came down to card draw, basically both. I think the Warwick has a good chance against the Hunter, but not if he has no card draw. I don't know what he mulliganed in the first game, but in the second he willingly kept the hand without card draw, and he didn't draw into card draw. So it's also, if you keep Seal Fate without any quests, there's a higher chance you're gonna hit the quest. So it was a bit of yeah, he's pissed, but I think he shouldn't have he should have mulliganed the game too. I think it's too risky. Anyway, that was the half final. The final will be the Swarm versus the DK Hunter. The OTK DK. Have fun seeing that later. Cheers, guys.